When considering funeral arrangements for yourself or a loved one, there are often many questions, such as, how do I get started with the process? How do I choose between burial and cremation? Or when is the best time to pre-plan a funeral?
When people come in, the first thing we do is we sit down and visit with the family. We find out what type of service they want us to render, whether it be traditional or whether it's to be cremation.
My job as a funeral director is to make everything as simple as possible for the family. This allows them time to be with their family and friends and to grieve in the manner that they need to.
Whether you're pre-planning to reduce the burden on family and friends, or in need of immediate attention at the most trying of times, you'll want the support of people you can trust to find answers to questions like these.
Some people may call and ask, do I even need a funeral home? And my response would be yes, you need, we're here to guide you, even though it's, it's a very difficult and emotional time. I think some people think they're prepared for that, and you're not.
Rich and Thompson greeted me with open arms. When I came in, they knew that I was tired. They knew that my emotions ran high. They knew that I had a million questions on my mind.
The people that come in, that their family member has pre-planned their funeral, it's so much easier for them.
And we were lucky enough that we had done pre-needs. So because of that, when death actually occurred, there was really very little to do.
The people at Rich and Thompson Funeral and Cremation Service are focused on serving customers like part of their own family.
Everybody takes so much pride in their work, and they treat every family that comes in here just like they were members of their own family.
And I appreciate the way they handled the service, and they looked after me as if I was their mother or whatever. And they do everyone that way.
We are a family here, and we like to help other families. When people leave here, I like to make them think they are part of our family.
Known for high-quality service and attention to detail, they go beyond the standard level of service, and their customers see the difference.
Our attention to detail as far as preparing the deceased loved one for the family, the cosmetics, the hairdressing, the way we keep the interior of the funeral home, we try to keep it up to date, the automotive equipment, the landscaping, and these are just a few of the things that we try to go the extra mile for to set us apart from others.
You really don't take that much notice in fine details until you need them. And when our daughter was killed in a car wreck, she was 29 years old, I noticed a lot more about details. And then after that, we decided to switch our pre-need here.
Rich and Thompson is a modern full-service funeral and cremation service with locations in both Burlington and Graham. Their facilities are attractive and comfortable, with large, spacious visitation rooms and chapels, plus ample parking for visitation and services.
We render the same service to all the families that we serve, no matter of what their means are. A lot of people think that we are a funeral home that they can't afford until they come in and they find out that we are the funeral home that they can afford.
They are, in fact, Alamance County's oldest continuing operating funeral home, dating back to 1902.
Rich and Thompson originated in Graham in 1902, and we were in the furniture and funeral business. And then there was a decision made to separate the funeral business and the furniture business. The furniture business stayed in Graham as a representative of Rich and Thompson, but the funeral home was moved over to Burlington.
And today, Rich and Thompson is the leading provider in the county. One reason for this may be the high level of attention to their customers, with 16 licensed directors on staff who serve families the same way they would want to be treated themselves.
When we help a family, and when they come up to you and say, you did right by my mother, you did right by my father, when they tell you that, and when you look in their eyes and they're satisfied with the work that you've done for them, then that it just means a lot to you.
It was a very emotional time when you actually look at the product and know that your loved one is going to be placed in. And they gave me the time and the space for me to look. They gave me the time and the space to think. They gave me the time and the space to become emotional, and did not try to rush me through that process.
After dealing with the family and helping them through a very vulnerable time, and with their arrangements and through the funeral service and guiding them is helping them even after the funeral, whether it's with helping them file insurance claims and going outside of our 2 or 3 day allotted time for a funeral service.
Today, trends are changing the way funerals are conducted to be more reflective of personal and family wishes. While some may want a traditional visitation and chapel service, others might favor a cozy family gathering to celebrate the life of the one being memorialized.
Funerals used to always be cookie-cutter funerals. When you walked into a funeral home, you saw the same thing, you did the same thing, you heard the same service. Now families understand they have an opportunity to personalize the service and be more involved.
The staff at Rich & Thompson strives to adapt their service to meet the special needs and desires of each customer, with an emphasis on personalization.
When families or people that you serve tell you how much you've helped them and how much they appreciate it, that makes everything worthwhile.
We render a service to our folks that is unparalleled. The services that we render to our family, we put ourselves in that family's position and want to serve them the way we would want to be served.
They work as a team rather than one person in front of another, and consider their profession not only a form of ministry, but a way of life.
When one person has the responsibility of a family or some situation he's helping with, he cannot do it by himself. She cannot do it by herself. They have to have help.
It's an awesome experience for me to get to actually, be here and watch these guys do what they do. They see it before it's even announced or before the question's even asked. They go ahead and take charge and are very comforting.
So when considering a funeral service to put your trust in, why choose Rich & Thompson? Sure, they have nice buildings, comfortable decor, and are competitively priced. They have a modern crematory on site, so your loved one never leaves their care. They're respectful of all people and give back to the community in numerous ways, including multiple charitable causes and civic activities.
The funeral home encourages us to be involved in the community. I always have from day one. We have guys that are involved in so many different things, and via church, scouting, youth sports, just civic clubs. And then that's encouraged.
One of the first families that I helped was with a woman, and she was really, really struggling. Went over to her house actually to meet with her, and her husband had died. And when we got over to the house, she actually had a heater, a portable heater that she was using for heat because her heat had actually just got shut off. And I talked to Lloyd, who owns the business, and he said, not to worry about, the money part of things, just do what you could to help her. And it felt really good to just be able to say to her, that's not something you need to worry about right now.
The number one reason people choose Rich & Thompson, however, is because of their high level of service. Each member of their staff works together to go the extra mile for customers, and families notice the difference. Maybe it's the extra tent and chairs set up, or the ice water provided at graveside services on hot summer days, or the extra large photo of your loved one provided as a gift. Perhaps it's because the staff is available at all times, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year when you need them the most.
I think what sets Rich & Thompson apart from the other firms in our area is one basic thing, and that's our staff. Our staff, from the youngest staff member to those that have been here, some 40 and some getting close to 50 years, have the most care and concern of any staff I've ever been around. Each individual staff member, when they're dealing with the public, takes their time, is courteous, kind, and puts themselves in the place of those people that they're talking to.
The staff at Rich & Thompson would like to welcome you to their family. Call or come by either location to meet and learn more. Rich & Thompson Funeral and Cremation Service in Burlington and Graham. Our family serving yours.